Hey guys, I'm Sarah and today I'm going to make some pita bread. You could turn it into souvlaki, which is another recipe I'm thinking of doing on the channel. Just need to perfect my recipe there, but of course this is the first step to that because you often get that wrapped in like a pita bread. If you're really clever, you can make it into pockets. To be honest, I've never quite grasped the whole getting it to puff up perfectly thing. Knowing my luck, as soon as I'm trying to make it without worrying about turning it into puffy pockets, it's gonna happen. It's something different to put in lunch boxes other than just sandwiches. Make a pita bread, roll it up, chuck salady stuff in it, nice bit of cooked up chicken or something, whatever. So in a bowl, I'm going to put 2 teaspoons of yeast. So I'm just using that stuff, the tasty. I usually use either that or Shore-Bake Breadmakers Yeast. I like using the Breadmakers type because it just works quicker and I am very impatient. So you can you can just use like the active yeast. As I say, it takes much longer to rise. Teaspoon of sugar, 3/4 of a cup of warm water. That should start that yeast activating. Because I'm using the instant sort of bread maker's yeast, I don't really need to leave it to froth up. But if you are using active yeast, you might just want to leave that for a few minutes just to make sure it is frothing and working as it should. And I'm going to add 3 cups of flour. A teaspoon of salt. And 2 tablespoons of oil. Olive oil is best, but whatever works within your budget. 2 tablespoons, whatever kind of oil. Going to put Dave's dough hook on here. We're going to knead this for about 8 minutes. So if you're doing it on the bench, turn it out onto the bench, a little bit of flour, bit of elbow grease. I've got Dave here doing the work for me, so I will see you in 8 minutes. Okay, so what happened was I started putting it in the mixer. Now it didn't quite come together as I wanted it to in a dough ball, so I added probably about another 1/4 cup of water in there. I may have overwatered it slightly, but that's fine. It's a bit sloppy in the bowl at the moment, looking very unappealing. I'm actually just going to give it a very quick knead with a bit more flour on the bench because it just feels like it needs a little bit more. Mucking my bench up. That's what benches are for. Yeah, I'm just going to knead it around with a little bit more flour. In the meantime, I have oiled a bowl, just given it a thin brush with oil. That's the bowl it's going to sit in to rise. There we go, I think that's all it needed really. I'm going to put it in this bowl that I've brushed with oil. I'm just going to run this around it a little bit just to coat the dough ball in a little bit of oil. Leave it there, get a cloth, I'm just going to cover this up. And leave this for about an hour in a warm spot or until it's doubled in size. Sunny day today, I'm going to put this over on the dining table where it's in the sun and we'll see you in about an hour. That's rising up quite nicely. So what we want to do now is divide this up with a bit of flour. Just going to divide it into about 8 balls and just put a tea towel over it and then just let it rest for about 10 minutes. So leave them for about 10 minutes to rest. The chaos to one side. I've been doing some baking at the same time, you see. Okay, so they've maybe risen up a little bit more. I don't think they're meant to rise up a whole heap. So I want to now roll these out, get a floured rolling pin and roll them out until they're about 6 inches round, about 1/4 of an inch deep. And I've been preheating the oven. It's preheated to 245 degrees Celsius. So you want it pretty hot. These aren't going to cook for long at all, just a few minutes. And you also want the tray they're going on to be hot. So I'm not going to bring the tray out and put them on the tray before putting them in the oven. I'm just going to roll them out and throw them in there a few at a time. I don't really need much flour on this. Okay, now to get the 6 inches round, that's not going to be 1/4 of an inch thick. I don't know, I'll just roll it out, see what happens. See what happens. It's probably going to be more like about 4 inches, I think. They're not going to be huge. Now you want to have your tongs at the ready, because the idea is you bake these on one side on a hot tray. If you've got like a pizza stone or something, apparently that is ideal, for about 2 minutes. And it may or may not do the lovely puff up thing. And then you want to flip it over and cook it for a further 1 to 2 minutes on the other side, and then done. Look, puffy puffy. As you saw, 1 or 2 of them actually puffed up. Like the Pita pocket type puffy. That's so exciting for me. I told you it'd work when I wasn't actually trying to, but confession time, I kind of did try. The first batch that I did, hang on, I'll just, hot. Okay, the first batch that I did came out most definitely quite flat, but they are very soft. I can feel they're kind of crunchy on the outside, but they're real soft on the inside. I can feel it. Now what I actually did, because, I mean, as I say, the recipe said to roll out to 6 inches, but it should be 1/4 of an inch high, and I thought, well, there's just no way with that quantity that's going to work. So what I did was, I rolled them out and I left them for about another 10-15 minutes just to rise up slightly. That came out so much better. So I'm just going to see how this pockety one looks on the inside. Very excited, I finally made a pocket. Look at that. That's beautiful. Hello. I'm sorry I had to do that. Oh, that just feels lovely and soft on the inside. Crunchy on the outside. Hot. Yeah, bite as it is. Mmm. Oh. I mean, it's your typical pita bread flavour, you know. You can't really say, oh yes, it's got a wonderful flavour to it, because it's, you know, it's your standard bready flavour. I mean, you saw what went into it. It was standard bread stuff, you know, water, flour, yeast, bit of salt, bit of salt, bit of sugar. That is very nice, but just the texture of that inside is just, that is just so nice and super soft on the inside. That would be beautiful. Stuffed full of salady stuff. Or as I say, you know, fold it up, make a souvlaki kind of thing. Have it next to dinner just to mop things up. Absolutely epic. And the ones that I left, oh, these are still hot. The ones that I left to rise are actually notably bigger. You know, I probably rolled them out bigger, but then I left them to rise, Widthwise they're about the same, but so I would absolutely say do that instead of putting them into little balls and leaving them for 10 minutes. Roll them out and then leave them to rise. And yeah, that just comes out absolutely beautiful. I am so happy with that. So there we go. Hit the like button, hit subscribe, let me know if you've given this a go. Let me know if you've got any other tips or tricks with pita bread, how you use yours, and we will catch you next week. Bye.